Okay, we've got Ronnie Capps out here. Him and his partner Steve Coleman have won 7 national crappie fishing championships. They've won over $1 million in tournament crappie fishing, and yet when he goes fishing for fun or just to go out and catch, I know you often go in a canoe, don't you? And why?
Golly, yeah, Mr. John, I wish I'd have had it this weekend. Most of the time crappie, they get in about as thick a cover as you can possibly get into, and the maneuverability of a smaller boat, like my Genu is what it is, and I usually run a 9/8 Mercury on the back of it, and I can slither through stumps and around logs and through trees just 5 times faster than somebody can in a big boat, and it just makes for a lot more fun. I mean, I have a lot of fun. Covering ground is the name of the game, and getting to the good spots. They kind of come when I'm scanning an area. I can tell you right where I want to put my hook, kind of thing. And if I'm visually fishing, just like a bass fisherman would or any other fisherman, redfish, whatever. But once I pick those spots out, I'm in a hurry to get there and get a hook in the water. And so I have fished. I've won tournaments out of small boats. I recall one up in Indiana. I fished in a blueberry thicket in a cow pasture on a flooded Lake Monroe, and we set a record up there with some male crappie. Actually, that was caught out in a cow pasture, and I was fishing 6 inches deep in a canoe. So I got a lot of memories and had a bunch of fun. And it's an extreme kind of thing, but you got to be careful. Don't hit big water with a canoe. Stay where you can be safe in it. But it is a whole lot of fun.
What time of year are you canoe fishing?
I'm usually fishing in the spring. As I mentioned, to you before, wind is usually the worst enemy that you could ever have dealing with crappie fishing. That wind is notorious sometimes. With that said, fishing a tournament in the spring and you got male fish that are on the bank versus female fish that could win the tournament in 4 foot whitecaps, there's really no decision to make other than fish the bank and catch male fish and get out of the wind, because all the other ones are almost impossible to catch. So a male fish in the spring with a canoe and a small jig pole in my hand, that's going to be the name of the game to win. And we're all about winning, so whatever it takes. And typically tournaments are won with female fish. If the wind blows you off, man, you got to have an option, and it's usually going to male fish and going shallow this time of year.
Okay, you heard it from Captain America of crappie fishing, Ronnie Capps, and we'll be back with you in a minute.